Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Nexomon Extinction. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 20 bucks. So, I don't think this game really hides the fact that this is a Pokemon copy and paste. And I say that because the Pokeballs in this game, or the Nexomon traps, are simply white and red triangular shaped traps as opposed to circular shaped traps. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. So, yeah. I'm not saying that that's bad, okay? I don't mind Pokemon copy-paste kind of games. What I do mind is how they're implemented. And this game has some positives and some negatives. Let's go ahead and just talk about the positives real quick. The game's dialogue is really good. There is this cat that follows you around. He breaks the fourth wall constantly, recognizing the fact that this is an RPG and that the trainer shouldn't be sending kids into a dark forest to train or whatever. Like, he's constantly making comments that make me chuckle, so that's awesome. I love his sense of humor. The art style in this game is fantastic. The cutscenes are fantastic. Like, everything is beautifully animated. If I'm in battle with another Nexomon, I love the combat scenes. They're very well done. So, like, when it comes to visuals and the dialogue, I'm happy with that. What I'm not so happy with, first of all, the interface. There's no mouse support in-game, and there's no menu. It's just you're thrown into the game and that's it. So you're stuck with loud music until you can finally access the in-game menu via I. It's the I key on your keyboard. And there's a menu section there. And even then, when you put it on the music on its lowest setting, it's still fairly loud. So you have to go to your desktop audio mixer and turn things down that way. And the fact that there's no in-game mouse support, even for the menus, is kind of silly. You have to use... It seems like the developers behind this game want you to use I, J, K, and L regularly. Because a lot of the menu options are K to advance, L to go back in the menu, and so on. And again, there's no mouse support, so it's like, I don't know, I don't like that control scheme. And there's no key rebinds either. There's no way to adjust the graphics quality or go windowed mode. You can hit Alt-Enter, but that only brings it to a 1920 by 1080 windowed mode. There's no, like, video options that I saw allowing me to go windowed mode with it. And likewise, the sound options weren't as controllable as I'd like them to be. So, yeah, there's that. So, the fact that there's no mouse support and there's just asinine keybind strokes, like, and nothing tells you what, like, the game doesn't tell you that I is your menu. I was tapping keys until I got to I to figure out, oh, my inventory. Okay, now there's the in-game menu. So, like, the interface and the back of it, the backbone of it. There should be a menu. There should be options menu. There should be a video settings area to where I can adjust things, but none of that's there. So that's a problem. The other issue that I have with the game is there's a little bit of... In combat, there's a mini game. Every time you go to capture a Nexomon, you have to, like a QuickTime event, hit J, K, I, L. Letters will pop on the screen and you have to quickly type them in to increase your chances of capturing this thing. So it's not an automatic thing. There's a mini game to go along with it. That's annoying. Also, the scaling in this game is the main reason why I probably wouldn't play it again. The scaling in this game, the game will look at the top 3, and I confirmed this via a review. A developer left a response to someone with the same problem. The scaling in this game is automatic. It's dynamic. So the game looks at your top 3 Nexomon, and then levels everything within accordance to that, within like 3 levels. So if you've got a bunch of lower leveled Nexomon that you're trying to level up, you won't be able to do it, because no matter where you go in the environment, all of the wild Nexomon that you come across will be the level of your top 3. So there's no way to go back to previous zones and grind out levels for your weaker Nexomon, because everything is scaling. I don't like that. There's also no party XP share at this point in time. From what I read, the developers plan to patch it in, And by that I mean, if you win an encounter, the experience right now only goes toward the Nexomon that actually fought in that encounter, or those that you switched out to in the encounter, but not to your entire party. Your party can hold 6 Nexomon. So that's another way. Like, XP share would help you level your weaker Nexomon, but right now that XP share isn't in the game. Right now. But again, I did read somewhere that the developers were going to patch it in. Whether or not they do, who knows. But I'm just saying, like, I don't like the scaling, the dynamic scaling. I would have preferred zones. This zone is for levels 1 through 10 Nexomon, or, this zone is for 10 through 20. That way I can go back, I can level up all the ones I wanted to, and then move on to the next zone. I can't do that. So, I mean, that kind of ruins the game for me, honestly. I would have kept playing it had it not been for that problem. My level 3 Nexomon was doing nothing against a level 6 Nexomon. I was trying to level him up, and I couldn't do it. I was getting two-shotted, and my hits were only doing 1 or 2 damage here, or 5 damage there. The game is generous in terms of, when you're walking around the environment, you get this pickaxe, you can get materials, you can get various things from chests, and there's mushrooms and different things to collect. So there's pickups, there's little mini games that you can play. I had to memorize a pattern that this chick was jumping all over the place, and I had to memorize the pattern. And in doing so, I got some rewards for doing that. So it seems like there's other things to do in this game besides fighting and monster battling. But unless the game reverts to some kind of zone difficulty as opposed to a dynamic, automatically scaling difficulty, I won't be touching this again. Unless that party XP is very generous, again, I won't touch this again. Just because I don't want to force myself into playing a certain way to, I want some freedom to play how I want. I want to be able to go back and go, I want to play with these guys for a while. Or I want to play with these guys for a while. But I can't, because I can't level them up. Because everything is too high leveled for me. That breaks it. I don't want to I don't want to have knowledge of what's coming up by looking at a wiki to determine I need to level these guys up. No, if I come across people I can't beat because they're this type of Nexomon, I want to go back and be able to level up the ones that would be able to defeat them. But I can't because of the current system. So until they change that, I wouldn't play it. So it has very positive reviews on Steam, and I guess, a lot of people don't mind that dynamic scaling, and some people welcome it. Me, not so much. I don't like being put in a position to where I can actually back myself into a corner because of my game decisions and then not be able to get out of them because I've over-leveled particular Nexomon and I've scaled the difficulty so high that my other Nexomon that I need to level up can't. It's a poor design decision, in my opinion. So it's up to you on whether or not you pick this up. I personally won't come back to it until that problem is fixed. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.